Good day to you all, my wonderful students. I'm very delighted to be here once again, and I know you are all delighted to see me too on this platform. I hope we are all keeping safe by sanitizing our hands regularly, staying indoors, and ensure you use your facial masks whenever you need to go outside. And please maintain social distancing. Today, we are going to be talking about our 6th week topic for this term, which is terrestrial habitat, under the subtopic marsh habitat. But before then, let's have a recap of what we have been learning in the past week. For like 3 weeks now, we have been talking about different types of habitats, ranging from marine habitat, estuarine habitat, terrestrial habitat, freshwater habitat, and today we are going to see marsh water. Last week, we talked about freshwater habitat, which I said is a body of water formed mainly from inland waters, and it contains low level of salt. This can be seen in lakes, ponds, river, etc. We also talked about that we have 2 types of freshwater. The first one is the lotic freshwater habitat. Example is river and stream. And the second one is lentic freshwater habitat, which can be seen in lakes and dams because they are stagnant water, they don't flow. During that class too, we talked about different characteristics of freshwater habitat and the factors that affect freshwater habitat. Under the factors that affect freshwater habitat, we talked about the biotic factor, which they are non-living components that affect organisms that stays in that habitat or the shape of the ecosystem. And this includes animals, plants, parasites, etc. We also talked about abiotic factors, which are non-living components that affect organisms or shape of the ecosystem. This includes temperature, wind, rainfall, sunlight, and the rest. Also in our last class, we talked about adaptive features of plants and animals that reside in freshwater habitats. Today's topic, we are going to be discussing about our 6th week topic for this term, which is terrestrial habitat, under the subtopic marsh habitat. But before then, let's see the learning objective of today's lesson. The first learning objective of today's lesson is, at the end of the class, students should be able to define marsh. That is, they should be able to tell us or tell me what marsh habitat is. You should be able to list the characteristics of marsh habitat, mention the types of marshes, then also list the types of plants and animals found in a marsh habitat. Firstly, what is terrestrial habitat? Terrestrial habitat refers to life on land, that is, animals and plants that lives or stays on land surface. Example includes you, myself, and different plants and animals. The nature of the soil, rainfall, and temperature are the major factors that can affect the nature of terrestrial habitat. The terrestrial habitat is divided into 4 major groups. These are the marsh, the rainforest habitat, the savanna or grassland habitat, and the last one is the arid land habitat. But for the benefit of today's class, we shall be talking about the marsh habitat. What is a marsh? A marsh is a wetland that is dominated by herbaceous rather than woody plant species. Marshes can often be found at the edges of lakes and streams, that is, at the edge of a lake and stream. The habitat there is referred to as marsh habitat, which is always characterized by wetland and herbaceous rather than plant species. They form a transition between aquatic and terrestrial ecosystem. That is what a marsh habitat is. This is a picture representation of what a marsh habitat look like. It is dominated, like I said, by herbaceous plants, not woody species, and you see water flowing everywhere. They try to enter any open space they can. That is marsh habitat. What are the characteristics of a marsh habitat? The first characteristic is the nature of the soil. The soil in marsh are always wet. They are soft, they are waterlogged, and poorly aerated. Example can be seen in the Oworoshoki area of Lagos State, the Ikorodu area too of Lagos State. You see that the soil there are always wet, soft, and waterlogged. You see the water there are not flowing. They are always stagnant, especially during rainy season. Another characteristic is low land habitat. The marsh is always or usually a low land habitat, which often enhances flooding and waterlogging. Because it is a low land, once it rains, water will not be able to flow. They will be stagnant, they will stay in a place because of the topography of the land, which is always low. The third characteristic is high flooding. The ground of marsh habitat is often flooded most times, especially once it rains. Another characteristic is presence of stagnant water. I've mentioned that earlier on. Stagnant water is often noticed in marsh habitat, especially during dry season. Once it stops raining, the water log will remain there. The stagnant water will still be there, except when there is high temperature from the sunlight. That is the only thing that can make it dry. But in most times, they remain there during dry season. And during rainy season, the whole land is highly and always flooded. Another characteristic is presence of organic matters. Organic matters such as fallen leaves, dead plants, and animals are always present in a marsh habitat. Also, we see high rates of organic decomposition. That is, the decay of organic matter takes place in a large scale in marsh habitat, and this causes a decrease in oxygen content of the water. Lots of foul-smelling gases such as hydrogen sulfide and methane are usually experienced in marsh habitats. Also, we have high relative humidity. High relative humidity, that is, the relative humidity of marsh habitat or atmosphere around the marsh is always very high. They have high relative humidity in marsh habitats. How does marsh habitat form? That is, formation of marsh habitat. Marsh occurs in areas of low land, like I said earlier on, area of low topography, and when especially the drainage system is very poor. That is, the drainage, in some habitats, especially around that Ikorodu area, they don't have gutters that carry their water away. So you see them having problem of waterlogging in that area because the drainage system is very poor. This area include flood plains of river and river mouths with extensive delta. We talked about delta the last time. Marshes may also develop as a result of water overflowing its banks to accumulate on the adjoining coastal or low land area. During the rainy season, I always hear an information that our neighboring state, that is Ogun State, once their river bank is low, is to the brim, they open the dam to allow the water to flow to any neighboring state. Most of the time, it comes to Lagos State. That is why you see that a particular time in Lagos, especially during rainy season, everywhere is flooded because the banks of the nearby neighboring state have been flooded. So it's overflowed the coastals of low areas such as Ikorodu area of Lagos State, Oworoshoki area of Lagos State. Formation of marsh may also be enhanced with extensive rainfall, which also contributes to the accumulation of water on low land surface. The water log in a lagoon may also flood the adjoining lowland, causing the formation of a marsh. Marsh can be formed when ponds and lakes are filled up with soil from surrounding and organic debris from plants causing waterlogging. I've seen many experiences. Once it starts raining, you see people coming from their various homes. They deposit their waste products inside the gutter. Once this happens, the water will carry it to a nearby canal, thereby with the washing away of soil and sand to a particular place. And that place the water is taking it to will be waterlogged and the water is stagnant. That is why we are always advised, once it's rain, we should desist from taking our waste products or pouring them inside the drainage system. This will enable the free flow of water into the lagoon or canals. We have different types of marsh habitats. The first one is the freshwater marsh habitat. Freshwater marsh habitat occurs on land just beyond the limits of saltwater marsh and beyond the areas influenced by tides. In this area, freshwater from river overflows the river bank to the flood the adjoining lowland, resulting in the formation of freshwater marsh. That is what freshwater marsh habitat looks like. Let's see the picture representation of freshwater marsh. We can see, like I said earlier on, it's characterized by lowland, herbaceous plants, and not plants that are very tall. We see water. Water will always find its way. Any opening, water will try to have its way. That is how fresh water marsh habitat looks like on the picture. The second type is the saltwater marsh habitat. The saltwater marsh habitat occurs along the coastal area and they are influenced by tides. Because water along the coast is salty, it mixes up with fresh water from river to form a brackish water. The action of tide in the ocean causes the flooding of adjoining lowlands with brackish water, resulting in formation of salt water marsh. That is the meaning of salt water marsh habitat. And that is the picture representation of what a saltwater marsh looks like. Now let's see the different plants that can be seen in marsh habitats. We have different plants in marsh habitats that can be found in marsh habitats. We have algae, we have water lechers, which is also known as pista. We have sword grasses, we have duckweed, we have awns, sledges, white mangrove and red mangrove, and also we have raffia palms. If you are opportune to visit the Third Mainland Bridge or to have a ride on the Third Mainland Bridge, immediately you are ascending the Third Mainland Bridge, check down the water by your right hand side, left and right hand side. You will see that there are water lilies on the plants. They cover the water surface. These cannot even be removed by the tides of the water. They are always there, especially during rainy season. We also have different animals that can be found in marsh habitat. We have lagoon crab, we have mudskippers, we have different species of fishes, we have oysters, barnacle, even crocodile can be seen in marsh habitat. We can also see snakes, lizards, toads and frogs, and also mammals. These and many more animals can be seen or found in marsh habitats. With this, I would like to tell you that we have come to the concluding part of the topic, freshwater habitat, under the subheading, marsh habitat. For a comprehensive note on this topic, please visit the school website, download the notes, and please ensure you attend the assignment that follows. You can also read more from our recommended textbook, Excellence in Biology for Senior Secondary School, Book 2 by F. Fakeye, and also Essential Biology for Senior Secondary School by MC Michael. If you have enjoyed today's teaching, please let's make it a date next week for yet another interesting topic. I remain your sincerely, Ayewole Alaba Adepeju. See you soon.